Hey, saw your post here. Great question. I think for every single one of us, that sort of thing works differently. I know for here in this group, when people post pictures, for example, sometimes how it works for me is it's almost like I'm looking at a screen. Sometimes I feel like it's inside my head. Sometimes I feel like it's outside my head, but it's just almost like there's a little area that might give me scenes from someone's life. It sometimes it's abstract colors or designs, or it really varies. But for me, how it almost always is there's almost like a little screen that plays a movie, or I know the other night, for example, and I'm not in this group every day by any measure, but I know one night I was curled up ready to kind of drift off to sleep, and I was laying in bed scrolling through Facebook, and this group came across my feed, and there was a picture. A lady had posted a picture of her nephew, and you can find it if you search my name in this group. I think it was pretty recent. But that young man, his energy immediately bolted me up out of bed, like I felt compelled, like it was a compulsion. I had no choice but to get up, and I went from being drowsy, ready to go off to sleep, to so he had me up and all like this, animated, and he was showing me, it was cool as hell. It almost felt like I was on a roller coaster. It was kind of like a video game, but it was colors and lights, and it was like these. Anyway, it all made sense. None of it made sense to me, but it did make sense to his relative who posted the picture. Thank God, because otherwise it was crazy out there. But it was like all these bright beams of light through the dark universe, but his essence was making those real bright beams of light even brighter as he was moving along those lines. But it was like he was showing me inside of a game. It was as if he was playing some kind of video game or something on the other side. And it all seemed to make sense to his relative who posted the picture. None of it made sense to me. I did not know why I was seeing what I was seeing. And thank God it did make sense to his relative, because but he got me up out of bed, man. His energy was so strong, and it's like he was making me feel as if for him doing that video game thing on the other side, or playing that thing he was playing, for me it felt like being on a roller coaster. And even like for 10-15 minutes, I know after I did that session, I did that video, I felt like exhilarated. And personally, I love roller coasters. Like, that's kind of my thing. Always have. Love getting on them growing up, and I would get on one probably daily if I could right now. But I felt very much as if I had ridden a roller coaster when that was over. But it was just all like on a little screen that was here to the side of my vision. And sometimes that screen, I feel like, is on the inside of my head, where I'm seeing that whatever it is I'm seeing. And sometimes, like that particular night, it felt like it was like on the outside, but just right here to this side. It's just kind of like, and then when I'm doing that, it's like certain feelings will come to me in addition to whatever it is I'm seeing. And sometimes, well, I don't think there's never any rhyme or reason. like those peculiar lines I was seeing the other night with that young man did not make any sense to me whatsoever, but it did to his relative. But I think every single person who might work in this realm doing things of that nature probably each gets it differently, you know. I saw one young lady post in here, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and she was talking about how she gets things through her nose, and I thought that was so cool. But I think the nose, the aromas were the foundation, but she gets other things as well. But it all starts with her nose. It all starts with some kind of smell that comes to her. Yeah, I think it's different for everybody. I really, really do. And for me, it just happens to be like a little screen that sometimes feels like it's on the inside of my head. Sometimes it feels like it's on the outside. And I'll be seeing either pictures or like a scene from somebody's life. And then it'll also come with a feeling, like the feeling they had during that, or something of that nature. Somehow the feelings I get when I'm doing that will connect with the pictures I'm seeing. Anyway, I've probably had too much coffee and I'm rambling. Thank you for the question.